So what are we making today?
We're going to make a smiley face that you can hang up on a bag or on a door handle to decorate your room.
Lovely stuff. Looks like a nice colour you've got there too. Good polka dot.
So I drew round a baked bean can to get my circle. You can use any brand of baked beans you like.
Does it have to be beans?
Any tin, or actually it could be a different size. Just use something that you've got to hand. You need 2 circles.
What if the only thing in my kitchen cupboard is huge tins of custard though?
You could make a really big one if you like.
Does it have to be smiling?
It doesn't. It can have a quirky face. So you've got 2 buttons for eyes and some ribbon to hang it up with.
Where are some good places to put your smiley faces when you've made them?
Hang them up on a door handle, hang them up on a cupboard.
You could brighten up a backpack. You could hang it from the rear view mirror of a car. You could hang one up in your wardrobe so that every morning when you go to put your clothes on you see a nice smiley face.
Yep, definitely. So I just marked on 1 circle with a biro where I thought I'd put my eyes.
Is this going to be another use of running stitch today?
There will be. So I made sure the knot is at the back. Go through the first hole on your button and the second hole, and then go through to the back again.
And do remember to make sure that it is pulled up nice and tight.
And you want to make sure it stays on, so you go through the 2 holes again.
Or 4 holes if you've got 4 holes on your button.
And take the thread through to the back. Now this is where I like to cheat.
How so?
Don't cut the thread off and do a knot and all that, just nip across at the back to the other mark that you made for your other eye.
So what's happening on the back here?
We're going to make a knot, so go through the first loop and then go through the second loop.
And that makes it much less likely that your buttons will fall out. Make sure you pull it up nice and tight because you don't want your buttons to fall off later.
Now I'm knotting the end of the thread again, because now we're going to do the mouth. So now I'm going to draw a smile on, and I think you can just about see that. And now I'm going to cover up my biro mark, and I'm going to use a back stitch. You'll see it looks like running stitch to start with, and then you go back to the end of your first stitch and you come out a bit further on. And you keep doing that, it makes a continuous line of stitching.
So why is this better than running stitch for the smile?
Because it will look like some of his teeth fell out if he's got gaps in between.
That's a very good point. So what's good about back stitch then?
Back stitch is a really good strong stitch, especially for mending things.
Looks like you've got your smile. So now you need to turn over and do that knot again. Make a loop. Put the needle through the loop and then gently pull it up again.
You need to go through 2 loops to hold it tight. Now we're going to do the ribbon.
So here you just need to pin that ribbon on to keep it in place while you sew. Make a couple of little stitches through the ribbon into the fabric. Now what you should notice is that all the ends of the threads and the mess that you're making, they're all going to be made on the inside of the smiley face.
There we go. Chop it off, take the pin away. Okay, now we've got our two pieces. So we've got one like that, one like that.
It's time to stitch those two sides together. You can start by pinning the front and back together, just to secure it while you sew.
And we're going to sew round the edge now. But what I've done, okay, I've just put a knot there and tuck the end in. And now I'm just doing a running stitch.
What's a running stitch?
You know what a running stitch is? It's lots of little lines, neat and tidy, because this is going to show, look.
Is running stitch your favourite stitch?
I seem to remember that. It's nice and easy, and it's very easy to show people. There we go. Just keep going round and round. You're getting this, aren't you? You're going to go all the way round the edge, so I'm going to speed up a little bit if I can.
Is it finished?
Definitely not finished yet. We're not there yet. Going round the edge. Can't make the stitches too big because the stuffing will come out the side. Right, we're not going to quite go round to the edge, so we're going to leave this gap. All right. You can see we've gone through both sides and you've got a gap. What do you think we're going to do with the gap?
Stuff it.
What do you think you could put in if you didn't have any stuffing?
You could put in a tissue. You could put in some newspaper.
No paper.
No paper? Why
No.
not?
You might have an old sock that's got a hole in. You could cut that up. That would do.
Okay. Or you could look through the laundry to see if any of your family members have any clothes that you could take.
Any clothes you don't like?
Or you don't have to tell them about it.
I'd tell them.
Once you've finished stuffing your smiley, you can stitch that last gap together.
We're going to go through to the back and make a little knot.
And just make sure you're putting the knot on the back of the smiley face there.
There we go.
So what should I do with my thread here?
Don't cut it off too near the knot in case it unravels itself. You need to thread it through the stuffing and cut it off a bit further away from the knot.
Now that is a great tip.
And here's your smiley face.
Excellent.
And there's one I made earlier.
Smiley faces. And how can I keep up to date with Sewing Club videos?
You need to click the subscribe button below.